between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hawkins. Can't get him to the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hawkins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Seminoles are on the move. To the air, it's Applewhite. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll try it over the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Baker. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Going right to work up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Got room to work. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score. On to attempt the try. And And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
That makes the score Miami 17, Florida State 0.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick. Touchdown, Hurricane! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Unloads to the right. Found a seam. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Finds his man. It's Gibson. At the 35, he's open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Buys a little time with his feet. He makes a catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Gray. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Handoff from the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. Shakes off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Ball is on the 10-yard line. They're not thinking field goal. They'll go for it on fourth and short. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Florida State. Oh, that
see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wants to throw. It's Baker. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking for a gap. It's Gray. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun. Wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Canes need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to pass. It's Baker. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking for room. It's Gray. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting... out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Canes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Number 18, set to kick it off.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Wide open downfield. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it, fired complete. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down of the dope. To the air, it's Baker. Fires left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Dances away. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Using the quick game. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed behind the line. It's Golden. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Gibson. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Smashes it between the uprights. That gets them back to within 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To throw, it's Applewhite. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Noles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Golden. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He throws into the middle of the field. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still running at the 40. Got room on the return. At the 30.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
The give to the tailback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space, and Hawkins. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Applewhite. Connection to the right. Touchdown Seminoles! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but there in the birthplace of college football, this one is close. They're up by 10 over Central Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Miami! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Number 18, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looked, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll keep it himself. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play, and it sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Florida State offense onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Throwing right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They want to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
The speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
It's complete on the right side. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
With the catch, it's Gibson. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48 now.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the grounding.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Farrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Carr. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Wants to go up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Washington State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Pulls it and fires to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to keep it in the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Canes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Got room at the 35. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Caught. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Noles want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And teams practice that exact situation all offseason, all season long. They challenge their guys to be the more physical teams on 4th down and short when you need it the most. And the offense won that one, ripping off a big run.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Florida State.
And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Firing to the right, complete. And that is how we will wrap this one up. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot